What's up everybody, this is Graham here. I want to go over an exercise that I see that is fantastic and one of my absolute favorites, but I see done wrong more often than not. The band pull apart. And we're going to go over the four main things I see mistaken and how to fix them and how to make sure you're getting the benefit you want from the exercise you're doing. The first and foremost thing you need to understand when you're doing this is you have to know how to brace your core and keep your ribs locked down. If you don't know how to do that, you are putting the cart before the horse. If you don't fix the rib cage, the scapula and shoulders have nothing that is solid and no foundation to move from. It's like pulling a rope that's not attached to anything. Sure, you're moving, but you're not creating any type of traction. You're not making anything happen. Notice the difference between this and this. So don't fool yourself thinking you're doing this fantastic exercise, getting all this range of motion, so you're using your spine to make up for the fact that you don't have a understanding of your core or good shoulder movement. Second, when you're doing this, understand that it's not just a retraction exercise, it's also a protraction exercise. It's a full range of motion. When you do bicep curls, if you only do halfway, sure, you're gonna get some muscle engagement, but you're missing half the movement if you don't fully go down, flex the triceps, and then come all the way up. Same thing is true of the band pull apart, because as you bring it back forward, you have to protract the scapula, push the fist forward, and then you bring it back and you retract. So there is a lot more than just the squeezing the last little bit of motion. Next, understand that when you use the lats, pulling the shoulders back with the scapula, there is a rotation that is inherent at the shoulder. Don't just go pull back and forth and think that the shoulders are engaged. You're gonna get stuck in your upper trap. You have to rotate it. So the best cue I can tell you is to turn the thumbs up as you go. Turn the thumbs up towards the sky. That will externally rotate the shoulder, and you're going to get the maximum activation of the muscles and the retraction between the scapula, because that is how the shoulders work. There is a ton of rotation all the time. Last is using your upper traps too much. The upper traps are part of the muscle group that moves, but most people don't know how to get out of them. They just get up here and they're shrugging and they feel this burn up here. And the problem is not that they're using the muscles, it's that they don't know how to not use them. It's never that there's a movement or something that's wrong when you're looking at mobility. It's when you don't have an option to not do that. When you go and you pull the shoulder blades back, but you don't know how to get the shoulders down, that's the problem. If you're doing a band pull apart and you can't not get out of here, lower the weight, take the ego out of it, drop down to the really thin bands and just focus on that. And if you're struggling with that, lay down on your stomach and just do some I's, T's, and Y's, because that is going to take the intensity and the load out, and you can just focus on keeping the shoulder blades moving. First, to do this exercise right, you have to get out of bad habits and bad patterns, and then you can work on it. You can't do it the other way around. You can't strengthen out of a bad habit. You got to stop the bad habit, learn a new pattern. And last, a bonus tip to make sure that you can do this well is to flip the hands around. So this is going to be a little harder, but it will force you in the externally rotated position. So make sure you have the arms fully extended and flip the hands around, do some underhand grip band pull apart. So keep the ribs flexed, core braced, make sure you're actually getting the full range of motion, protract and retract. Make sure you're externally rotating and engaging the shoulders. If you have any questions, anything you think I missed out, anything you think you can do better or improve the exercise, leave them in the comments below. And as always, subscribe and share this video if you found value from it. I promise there's some little old ladies and moms that have frozen shoulders that really could benefit from it. Thanks for watching. Now go get after and fix your shoulders. Bye.